I have been running the Brick Sculler since 1982. My wife's grandfather started the Brick Sculler in 1957. We've been here 52 years. It was actually, my wife's grandfather was actually a cordon bleu trained French chef, and it was quite an interesting menu, but he wanted to have something different, so he decided everybody had a big drink list, and he had a real nice menu, so he decided to have a big beer list, just to have something different, and that just expanded into the monster that we see before us now. The craft beer segment of the alcoholic beverage sales is the only segment that has risen every year since Prohibition. It is a very small and very steadily growing and very stubborn crowd that likes craft beers. Nowadays, the way science is now, you can replicate any water. You can make Burtonized water if you want to do an English ale. You can duplicate any water chemically. 200 years ago, this was not the case. 200 years ago, geography played an important part on what beer you could brew. And still to this day, when you talk like the great brewing regions, like the Czechoslovakian or the Czech Republic, that area of the globe was just blessed with remarkably pure water that just happened to be perfect for brewing pilsners. So you will find that the best pilsners come from that area. And when you talk to a guy from the Czech Republic about why his beer is the best, he says it's because of our water. And you go to Belgium, where they have the wild yeasts. They make all these crazy fruit beers and the spontaneous, the fermentation beers, and really extreme taste, and that comes from the yeast in the air. So when you ask a Belgian brewer why his beers are the best, he says it's because of the yeast. And if you go up to England, where they grow the best malts, the grains, they will say the exact same thing. Glass's ability to reflect ultraviolet rays or the sun rays that cause the beer to go skunky. Brown glass is the best for that. They say that they can treat clear glass now, so it reflects the rays too. But the green glass was just a marketing concept. There's no green glass that is very bad to store beer, and actually brown glass is the best. You see a commercial for a shampoo that becomes really popular on TV, and then you go to the supermarket and every single shampoo's in the exact same looking bottle, because no one wants to get left behind. It was the same thing in the beer world. I guess Heineken did the green glass just as a marketing ploy, just to look different on the shelf, and then everyone else just went running after it, but it's not. The brown glasses are better for protecting your beer. The drinking age was 18 when, I was born in 1950. When I started working here in 82, the drinking age was still 18. I have no problem with that. You ask kids to do a lot worse than drink a beer. I think what society needs to do is change the way it handles people's perception of alcohol. I think what you need to do is you need to teach people how to properly drink, and you should take away the stigma of having like a day on a calendar telling you when you can handle drinking alcohol. That's ridiculous. The way you learn to handle drinking alcohol is how you see it being handled around you, and if society is telling you it's bad, and you go over to Europe and go, it's just what we drink, it's no big deal, the perception needs to change. I have no problem with 18-year-olds being able to drink. They are anyway. Get real, they are drinking. It would be better, permit me to get on my soapbox as a publican, it would be better for a younger person to drink alcohol in an atmosphere that is theoretically charged with the responsible dispensation of alcoholic beverage, rather than sitting in a car in an alley somewhere and then having to hit the gas when they think a cop's coming. It's a wrap. That's a wrap.